true loyal citizens of the Empire. We return to our playthrough as Romulan Star Empire in its full glory and expansion. There was like yeah, there was this fight to do last time, I remember. So let's go. Or again, in the words of the immortal Dan Giesling, let's go. But all that being said and done, I did have something else I wanted to say. Oh yeah, this episode might actually be the tiniest bit, okay, the tiniest bit shorter than the previous ones. I mean, I don't actually, in retrospect, I don't see much point in me saying this. You can see the length of the video right bloody there, but the reason I'm saying that is I'm gonna be shorter because, well, because I'm hungry. TLDR, right? No, it might be shorter because stop. Because I need to go and get some. I'm supposed to go and pick something up to eat in about 20 to 25 minutes. So that could possibly be the reason. I shall notify you as things progress. At any rate, on a more serious note, let's see this fighting. I mean, completely and utterly unexciting. So you know what? Moving on. As I like my fights, by the way, I should clarify that. If every single battle, the rest of this Let's Play, is completely unexciting, like that one, I have nothing against it. There was another one over here, wasn't there? Yeah, go and get it. We have a ton of energy, we have a ton of food, we don't have a ton of minerals, but we're working on that. We do, we kind of do. Would you like some... Again, actually, I think a better idea is to go to the contacts list and sort out by opinion. You see, there's quite a few other, quite a few different people that like me now. The Shellyak, the Hushnok, the Orion, Free States, all of these people. Problem is, none of them really care much for energy. That's not what I meant to click. I'd give you 1 billion energy and you wouldn't care. It's F2, right? Yeah, let's use some hotkeys for the first time in our lives. Don't care either. Alright, what about Orion Free States? You're a military junta. You do! Alright, we in this. Exchange for minerals. An instant transfer of as much as you can muster. Thank you very much. Alright, Temerians. I don't think they care much for energy, no. The Gorn, I don't think they care much either, but... Oh, they do! They suddenly started caring for energy. Again, all of the minerals you can... Actually, you know what? Monthly transfer will do just fine. I have like 3 for the next... I'd rather have 2 for the next 30 years. No, better yet, 3 for the next 23 years. There we go. I'm basically putting everyone in debt to me. Yeah? I'm putting them in a kind of modern slavery, where you must pay me. I find this offer acceptable, and you find this offer acceptable as well. Good. Good, great. Now, construction, no, nothing to construct is there. But there is stuff and things to colonize. So you're going to be exploring this area. You to go there after that, and, well, after that is done, we shall see what we can do. Question, do I want another Malem class? Not really, I don't think I want any more ships. I think we have plenty. because we can't build enough to contest the Klingons, and building like a couple more would be, I mean, wouldn't give me anything. So you can see I'm using only half of them right now. So it's, yeah. Our resources are best focused on other things, sector development and the likes. So, let's see, do any of my sectors need? Yeah, you do. Give them like a ton of minerals to spend, and I will give you a ton of energy as well. There you go. Have fun, develop my empire. Thank you. Here's the thing. I don't have any slaves here.
Station complete.
And I would like some. So, you know what? Go over here and have you moved over. I'll take one of the... Oh, well, I'll need to move over two then. That's fine, that's fine. There is no problem there, and we'll move like one over there as well, why not? And we'll take a Reman from here, food, to over there. So we used up some of our influence, and now everyone on Romulus is happier, because they have slaves. Sick bastards, I'm just kidding. Colony ship, another one. This is one with Romulans. So, where is this one going? I kind of forgot, forgive me. Alpine World over there? Yes, I think also this was going to the Alpine World over here. Not that I care much for this world, but the area seemed... Federation is building fucking Deep Space Nine, for all I'm concerned. Yeah, sure, give them energy. I don't care about energy at all. Hello? It's humans this time round, right? Yeah. That doesn't change anything, though. Or is it actually Vulcan? So right now, this is a Vulcan, sorry. This is a Vulcan. Well, then. Marshland. Who likes marshlands? The Bolians. Yes. Alright. Well, I'll tell you what. You'll engage them. And you will engage them. This is like a massive combat readiness exercise across the Empire. It's gonna be glorious. Now, none of these planets are really any good. This one is an arid one. This one isn't that bad. Actually, it's good enough to colonize. Let's go from...
Tile blocker clear.
Yeah, let's have you guys over here. We haven't colonized with them in a while. So I'm going to get rid of those people. On Romulus, is everything in order? Yep, pretty much. Alright. So there, we used up some of our stored up influence, and can go on with our regular lives.
Research complete.
Growth speed. What the hell was that? I meant to say growth speed, yes. Growth speed, even, plus 20%. Let's get this first. and then we'll talk about growth speed. As good as it is, it does have certain implications. Is it objectively good? 99.9% of the time, yes. Sometimes, though, how do I put this? You can have too much growth, right? Is my point. Now, this needs to be connected to this sector, and this needs to be connected to this sector as well, but while we can't connect this, there's no point in connecting this one. Essentially, the point is, I want, and I will stop saying point at one point, I'm sure. That that joke was on point. I'm done, I'm sorry. It was like half-consciously just going at it. Where was I? Ah, yes. So, what I really want to do is I want to make the elitists, or the elitists in the Empire happy. And the way we do that is by colonizing this planet. No, the way we do that is by, so survey that, survey that, survey that. No, survey that, survey that one, survey that one. The way we do that is by assigning leaders to each and every sector, which is a tiny bit of a problem nowadays. Let's see, where are they? There they are. They want regional governance. You know, doesn't make them that much happier, but it's worth it, I feel like. However, that does mean losing all but 3 to 4 sectors for now, because there's only so many leaders we can have, and we need our scientists.
Colonization.
So yeah, there is literally no choice in anything here in terms of leader management. I have to have those scientists, and well, that's about it, right? Of course, later I can upgrade the capacity and all that, but for now, we're stuck with the way things are. Ultimately, I think the Klingons at Kittima are going to be the ones that I need to attack and the ones to beat. But for now, I'm not trapped in a corner just yet, you know? I have plenty of room to expand, I have plenty of room to colonize, and so long as the Federation isn't that nasty to me, I'll be okay with it. Question is, I have the Federation rival. I'm going to end my rivalry towards them in the hopes of restoring peaceful and friendly relations with them and all that good stuff. Basically, there's just some Tal Shiar level diplomacy going on. Hoping that they trust me enough to not backstab me or attack me at some point in the future. Basically. And hell, if I could join that coalition, I would love to, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. This is a bit of an interesting battle. Fair enough. See our minerals going down? Yeah. Consumer goods. Yeah, that is a big issue. Very big one. You can't just colonize out of control, and the more populace you have, the more they consume. So that is what I meant when I said not always a clear choice whether you should have everything grow quickly or not. Well, surely I hear you say if they grow quicker, then they'll be able to produce minerals that they consume quicker. Yeah, but not all planets wage a plus in the mineral thingamajig. Some planets spend more minerals than they produce. by their very nature, you know. So not a very easy choice to make. But as long as I keep feeding the sector administration minerals and they keep using them, I think we'll all be happy. Dalshiar, disrupt relations between the Norsicans again. Alright, between the Norsicans and other non-Norsicans. Yeah? And you can return to 3 Prime. Should I join up the 2 fleets? Probably. Probably. Eventually, at one point. Don't see a need for that yet. We're not exactly at war, north facing any grave danger. Which is a polite way of saying that this is getting a bit boring. Clear blocker timing. No. This is meh. This is not bad. I think that biolabs. Colony vessel. Actually, the Benzites are surveying this now. Marshland up there. Let's go. 220. It's a bit expensive. We'll wait for it. Oh yeah, I guess the colony ship will have to wait as well. The planets around here are pretty damn terrible. I kind of want to get closer to Cardassia, you know, in terms of pure proximity to them.
Long-range scan of planet complete.
That will yield a great big benefit to me. But that is like, there is Deep Space 9 right there. There's probably Deep Space 8 or some stupid thing like that. What the hell is that? Is that like a twin star system? No, it's not. No, that's like a massive planet with planet-sized moons around orbiting it. Jesus Christ, that is gorgeous. Oh, apologies, I just woke up. I'm entirely sure I woke up like an hour ago, but I'm still a bit yawny. Which is, I've noticed, but it happened like 5 or 6 times this episode, so I really I need to get more creative with excuses, essentially. It's funny because it's kind of true. I'll move over, let's increase the speed 3. Increase to warp 9 and some, yes.
Was successful.
Research.
More research, get more energy storage, disrupted turrets, force fields, bio-neutral gel computer. So I'm going to get force fields because I believe this leads to shields, in my mind. Alright, probably not true, but in my head that leads to shields. Uh-huh.
Long-range scan of planet complete.
There's a glacial world over there. Actually, let me check something. Are you producing more colony ships? No, you're not. You should be producing colony ships. There is one right there, isn't there? Yeah. Right. Go and colonize that one, right? Yep. That one, you're gonna love it, trust me. Right there, so that will be that name, whatever it is. And this breeding ship is waiting for that planet to be colonized, or to be surveyed. And we have another breeding ship being constructed, breeding colony ship, that is. I don't think we actually need it for now, so tell you what. Cancel. Go to the sector administration and give them some more minerals. I'm sure they can use them. There we go. Now. Is this under my jurisdiction, so to say? Yes, it is. Alright, great. There we go. Still a bit worried about the Nausicans. I want these two planets and like secure this as an entire like area, and I'll be like the biggest empire there is, and it's gonna be awesome. But
Spatial rift.
their alliance with the Klingons makes them
Long-range scan of
somewhat
planet.
troublesome of a enemy. So we can increase population growth time, or we can reduce consumer goods. Or we can adopt one in prosperity, which is not the worst idea, but I think consumer goods reduction is... yeah, it's a massive bonus to the income. We need to have it. Absolutely. Encounter in Bikul. Alright.
Colonization in progress.
Communication established with the Huaqiu stagnancy. They are hegemonic imperialists, fanatic xenophobes, and they are militarist.
Station complete.
Up there, huh?
Spatial rift detected.
Yeah, certainly most interesting.
Station
Well, you're inferior to me, so I really care little for everything you have to say to me, to be brutally honest. I do want, and I've been thinking about this for a... maybe not for a while, but some time. I think yep, I do. I want a... it's not it. Here, yes. I want another Bolian ship. Send them up to that marshlands planet. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, and feel free to upgrade the spaceport, by the way. AI is slightly on the dumb side, so well, no, they prioritize other things, but they can't build multiple things at once if they have resources, so I'm going to do that for them. At least in the areas that I can. Oh, well, first of all, hello. Fendomar States, a war council, erudite explorers, xenophiles, militarist, and materialist. I think you're going to love me. And the Voth Theocracy, xenophobic militarist spiritualists. That'll be no match for us. So, of course the Theocracy is the size of the fucking thing, and these guys are smaller. I would actually like you as my vassals. Yeah, like full-on vassals. Maybe I wouldn't like to conquer you. Let's put it a bit differently. I wouldn't like to have to conquer you. But no, seriously, I would like you as like a vassal or something. Now that said, though, that basically means I want to move in the northerly direction. And I think that's the correct course of action, because everything that's far away from the Klingons and the Federation... Finally, we have shields. Aceton simulate... What? Huh. Cool. Roger, yeah, shields. Shields. Where was I going with this? Ah, yes. So... I think the correct course of action for the future is as far away from the Federation as possible, like conquering strange alien cultures outwards, basically. The reason I say that is there's nothing tying me to the Alpha Quadrant, right? I mean, other than that roleplay thing where I want to murder all the Klingons at Kittimer, I pretty much have no reason to stay.
Spatial rift detected.
To expand in the Alpha Quadrant. This is enough. However, if I can grab like a whole load of territory up here, that would be significantly different, as you might imagine. Yeah, you know what? That sounds like a great plan to me. I don't know what you think about it, but
Colonization
well, yeah,
in progress.
there you go. That's what we're doing.
Long-range scan of planet complete.
Colonization
That said,
was
though, I
successful.
do
Colonization
feel a
was
little bit
successful.
like I should
Research complete.
focus the exploration. I'm kind of doing it, right? You'll explore like that, and you'll explore like that, and then let's give you like a whole truck ton of orders. Boldly go where no one has gone before, and so on and so forth. I have an extra planet that we don't necessarily want. Well, it's time we expanded the prime sector and outwardsly direction, and you can actually grab all of these as well. Alright, good. Check something real quickly. If we go over to sectors, we have the Breen sector, which doesn't have a governor. All the other ones do. I'll leave it as it is for now. I have more planets soon that aren't going to have
Spatial rift.
aren't going to be in one of the 4 main sectors.
Spatial rift detected.
Oh shit! What? I bring greetings from 9th of 11, the undisputed ruler or collective spectacle. Game, what is this? No. The correct response, or the correct introduction of the Borg is Unimatrix 1, yeah. Actually, it's not Unimatrix 1. That's not their home system. You got it wrong. It's Borg Prime is there actually the system where they originated from. There's also another name for it, but it's not Unimatrix 1. Yeah, that all that aside, correct greeting the Borg is lower your shields and surrender your ships. We will add your technological and biological distinctiveness to our own. Your culture will adapt to service us. Resistance is futile. That's what you should have said. Yeah. Yeah, you're all just boar meat for the Borg, basically.
Your species so thrives on emotion, Picard. It is one of your many flaws. But you should not think of us as your enemy. Think of us as your savior. We shall save you from yourselves. The Borg will come again to the Alpha Quadrant, Picard. Okay, don't talk about Picard.
We have nothing to do with him. I'm not Picard. I do tend to say engage every now and again and make it so, and now hear this, but I have nothing to do with him. And I am not to be associated with that Starfleet scum. All that said, though, there isn't one thing I failed to check
Your
even after all this.
species so
Shut up.
thrives on emotion.
Technology superior, everything else equivalent. Alright. Huh. That's, by the way, that's the endgame crisis over there. I'm looking at you. You don't believe me? Trust me, I've played as the Borg. I know their mechanics. They are the endgame crisis. Yeah? It's, just muck about with the Nausigans for now, but that is the endgame crisis. Yeah? Look at it. That's what it looks like, if you ever wondered. 100% habitability on all planets. The ability to instantly assimilate entire worlds upon conquering them. No public unrest. A bare minimum of what's it actually called? Consumer goods, yes, consumer goods consumption, and a near infinite amount of forces. That's the endgame crisis. Nope, doesn't come off map. Exists in the game. It's up to the Romulan people, heroic Romulan people, to defend the galaxy from this threat. You still not care that the Borg are over there. Like, I feel like this is a time when we make contact with them. I feel like this is the time where the entire galaxy should band together and endeavour, clasp our hands together, as our ancestors have, and stand the test of time forever. Copyright Dan Ball. Shout out to him. But at any rate, it's a wonderful sentiment, it's a wonderful sentence, it's a wonderful speech. And above all else, it is absolutely correct. That is what we should do. Go over there.
Planet complete.
I actually succeeded. And show them who's boss to all intents and purposes. Glacial world over there, meaning we do need one more colony ship from you, don't we? Alright, we're in no rush, don't worry. There is something I'm a little bit curious about, though. Like, what's the happiness of the non...
Spatial rift detected.
Here, what's the happiness going to be here like?
Long-range scan of planet complete.
It should be pretty happy.
Station complete.
I hope. I hope they're happy, because if they're happy, I'm happy. The hippiest thing I've said all day. Possibly ever. Star Charts, sure. Alright, that's pretty much it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Ladies and gentlemen, I will be back soon. Until then, have fun, take care, and bye-bye.